Hey, what's going on YouTube? So I sent off my second PSA submission back at the end of November, and I got the first order from that submission back a few days ago, and so I thought I'd do a quick PSA grade reveal video for you guys. So I sent these cards out end of November. They were received at PSA on November 29th, and this order, which was an economy order, got delivered to me on 12/17. So it took a little over 2 weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks, for this order from the time they received it to the time I received it. So pretty quick. And overall, I'd say this is kind of a mixed result order, and you'll see why here as we get to the cards. So let's get to the first one. So the first one here is a Mike Trout base rookie, and this one came back a PSA 7. So not really what you're looking for here. This card was the most off center of the Mike Trout rookies that I sent in, and that I've sent in the two orders the two submissions that I've sent in. This one is the most off center. So I was already expecting it to be the grade to be knocked down for that, but honestly was a little bit perplexed when I saw that this card got a 7. When I got it back, I looked it over, and if you can kind of get the card in the right light here, that the bottom right corner, and I don't know if you guys probably aren't going to be able to pick it up because it's really hard to see, but the bottom right corner has a little bit of an issue with it. So I looked over this card before I sent it. I didn't notice the corner issue there. It's totally possible that's something that I just missed when I was looking the card over. Or, I mean, it could have been damaged in shipping or damaged when it was being graded. I'm not sure. But, yeah, I didn't see that before I sent it off. So, PSA 7 is, like I said, not really what we're looking for here. So, starting off a little bit disappointing. But PSA 7, Trout, it's first card. The PSA or the Trout rookies have really come down in value here over the past few months, and I guess that's kind of a putting you guys on notice. I mean, if you're looking for a Mike Trout rookie card, now might be a good time to buy. So the second card here is another Mike Trout base rookie, and this one we got a 9 on. So you can see centering's great on this card, no issues. So I mean, really was expecting a 9 or a 10 out of this card, and they decided to give it a 9. So, and obviously on the first order that I sent in, all 3 of the Trout rookies I sent in, they all got PSA 10s. So 9's a bit of a bummer. But next card here, another Mike Trout base rookie, another PSA 9. Again, great centering, great looking card, no issues. So PSA 9 on that one. And the fourth card in the order is another Mike Trout base rookie, another PSA 9. So same deal as the other two. I mean, great centering, no issues. So, and that's kind of the down part of this order. Obviously, there's the 7. Luckily, the one that ended up having corner damage ended up being the off-center one. But these 3 all look great, and I was expecting a 9 or a 10, really honestly hoping for a 10 on these, and they all came back 9s. Here's a card from my first submission. This one's a 10. This one's a 9. Not a lot of differences there. So that's why you just never know really what to expect. I mean, you can send in a great card and it can still come back a 9. And that's why people say buy the card, not the grade, because you know you can't really tell the difference between these 3 9s and the 3 10s that I got. So they're virtually the same cards in the same shape. So the 5th card that I sent in here, this is a little bit of the bright spot of the order. So this card is let me wipe some of the bit of dust on there. So this is a Mike Trout gold rookie, and this one came back a PSA 8. So the reason that this is kind of a bright spot of the order, I was actually expecting this card to come back a 7, maybe a 6, depending on how hard they were gonna grade it. When I pulled this card out of a pack, and when I got this card, I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it, but right at the bottom, yep, right there, there's some chipping on the card, and that's how it was when I pulled it out of the pack. And honestly, you know, if I would have known at the time that this was gonna be such a huge card, I probably would have sent this card back into Topps and see if I could have gotten a replacement because of that chipping. I don't know if they would have done it, but yeah, so that came with some chipping. So, you know, with that chipping damage, I mean, the card's centered nicely, not perfectly centered, but centered nicely. But with that chipping, I was kind of thinking maybe a 7, and came back an 8. So that's great. Kind of makes up a little bit for the other 3 Trouts coming back at 9. But this chipping issue at the bottom here, this was a little bit of an issue with the 2011 Topps update that came out of the value packs or the value boxes. I'll show you some of these other ones. So especially with the thicker cards in the packs, so like the All-Star game, the All-Star game jersey relics, some of them had issues. Let's see if we can pick up this one here. So here's an All-Star game relic. Let's see if we can get it in the right light. Anyway, this one has a little bit of damage too at the bottom where it's just kind of lifted right there. If you can see it a little bit there. Maybe you can kind of see it right there. So that one has a little bit of damage there. Some of them might come with a little bit of damage like this, but some of them came damaged a little more. Here's a Johnny Peralta All-Star relic, and you can see it's just kind of been pushed up from the bottom there. So that card's obviously really damaged. So that was some of the damage that you'd see out of the Topps value boxes back in 2011. And so I'm thinking maybe that's the reason that this one has just a little bit of chipping there at the bottom. But anyway, I was thinking maybe a 7 on this one. It came back an 8. So that's great. This one they actually upcharged me for, and which was a little bit of a bummer. So obviously I sent off my first order, and I sent my Trouts at the same level, the same economy level. And so I got, I got 3 PSA 10 Trouts, and these were all, selling for $1,500 at the time. And this gold is also selling for, in a PSA 8 is also selling for $1,500 right now. So there's no difference in value. I didn't get upcharged on the PSA 10 Trouts, but I did get upcharged on this gold Trout rookie, and all of them were selling for $1,500 at the time. I think that the issue is in the PSA system, when you're looking at their values, they have this one listed at $2,500, and so but obviously the Trouts have come down in the off season, yeah, the most recent sales on this one at the time that they were sending it back were $1,500. So, and I did get upcharged on this one, but I don't know how they necessarily come up with their values, or if they're looking at recent values, or if they're looking at the values they have in their system. But yeah, these had come down, which honestly makes it a good time to grade these, because you know, you can, I would think maybe you could get away with some PSA 10 Trout rookies in your order now, and not get upcharged. And obviously I got away with it in my first submission, but I guess I keep showing you guys this card. It's a good looking card. But anyway, yeah, a little bit of a bummer to get upcharged on this one, but you know, I'm hoping once the season starts back up that these cards, the value of these cards will come back a little bit, and you know, maybe we can get this card back up to $2,500 like PSA has in their system for this card. So, but anyway, kind of like I said, kind of a mixed order. Like I said, if you look at these three Trouts in a 9 and look at them next to my 3 Trouts in a 10, there's just no, I mean, you can't really tell them apart there. There's not much of a difference. So, bottom ones are the 10s, top ones are the 9s. So, yep, buy the card, don't buy the grade. So, anyway, thank you all for checking out my video, and I'll make another one when the next part of my submission gets back. I'm hoping it'll get back here in the next couple of weeks, but we'll see. So, all right, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.